Network now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson is back, throwing at voluntary workouts this week after his rookie season was cut short due to a shoulder injury. One of his protectors, offensive guard Quentin Nelson, says Richardson is looking good, and he's everything you want in a quarterback. Elsewhere, one day after Patriots head coach Gerard Mayo says there will be an open quarterback competition between veteran Jacoby Brissett and rookie Drake May, Brissett says he's excited, and that competition brings out the best in all of us. New England starts their organized team activities on May 20th. The Cardinals may have selected wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. 4th overall in last week's draft, but offensive coordinator Drew Petzing says Harrison will have to earn his spot like everyone else if he's going to be the best version of himself. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The wait is almost over. Get ready for the 2024 NFL season as the full schedule is announced. Bring it! Every rivalry, every rematch, every rookie debut, every game revealed. The 2024 NFL schedule release, presented by Verizon, coming in May. Live on NFL Network, ESPN2, and streaming on NFL Plus. Terms and conditions apply to NFL Plus. Visit NFL.com/schedule release to learn more.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXOL Centro, California. And I'm Carroll in the newsroom, Jared. Jared, if you check, you'll see it's a Thursday. You'll also see it's the second day of May, 2024.
Okay. I wasn't sure, so
okay.
Thank you.
Now you know.
It's good to be in the know.
Yes. Okay, coming up, we'll take a look at some world in California news, local news, sports, financial news. We'll go in-depth with the weather and a whole bunch of other stuff for you, right?
Yes, sir. It's going to be fun.
Okay, another beautiful day in the neighborhood. We're heading into the Cinco de Mayo weekend. So instead of just one day, we're going to stretch it out into 4, maybe even 5 if you feel like it.
Non-stop. Just keep drinking those margaritas. Yeah,
I guess. We'll tell you about the Margarita Challenge tonight, the Taco Festival tomorrow, and, just all things going on. And in our once and occasional feature, Crime Watch, thieves hit a seafood market in Seattle called Seattle Fish Guys. The owners say their seafood market was robbed. Thieves stole cash, checks, and 100 pounds of smoked salmon. Yeah, I understand the thieves could have stolen more salmon, but they didn't want to be shellfish. Okay. Anyway, the Seattle Fish Guys, that's not the big one in Seattle. The famous one, where they throw the fish around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, been there, and I can't remember the name.
Yeah, at least they stole the smoked salmon. That'll last longer,
Yeah.
They were smart thieves.
And smoked salmon and just maybe some on a bagel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
With some cream cheese?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Let's see. Anything exciting happening?
I just found out I have new stray kittens living in my backyard. I found out this morning. I heard noise, and I'm like, who's pounding on my wall? Well, I guess those little kittens can make a lot of noise. So got to try and figure out how to move them on.
Yeah. Okay, and you're going to adopt every single one of them, right? There's 18.
Yes. They all got names.
Okay. Yeah, never name them.
Oh, no.
You'll never get rid of them. Okay. And I know you're like me. It's not your cat.
Exactly.
Yes.
No, my next door neighbor, she likes to feed the cats, so they inevitably end up in my yard hanging out. So.
Okay. Well, how about some birthdays today?
Birthdays. I have one of those.
Okay. If you've got a belly button, you've got a birthday.
Do I have a belly button? I got to check.
Singer Engelbert Humperdinck is 88. Actor David Suchet is 78. Singer Lou Graham, a foreigner, 74. Actor Christine Baranski is 72. Actor Brian Tochi is 65. Actor Elizabeth Berridge is 62. Actor Mitzi Kaptur is 62. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, 52. Hard to believe. He's back in the ring, I understand.
He's back in Jumanji.
Yeah. Actor Jenna Vanoy is 47. Actor Kumail Nanjiani is 46. Actor Ellie Kemper is 44. Actor Robert Buckley, no relation to me, 43. Actor Gaius Charles, 41. Actor Kay Panabaker is 34. We've got local birthdays. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We have happy birthday wishes today for Raul Alvarez, Samantha Banaga, Ana Salgado, Cheryl Craig, Devin Hill, Enrique Robledo, Joe Encinas, Karen King, Marilyn Lebes, Martha Rodriguez, Tracy Galindo, Vivian Robbins, and Annabelle Espinosa. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, and we celebrate with each and every one of them. Let's see. We mentioned tonight the margarita tasting challenge. I'm sorry, I'm not into margaritas. I'll pass on that. But my wife would be one of the first ones there. And tomorrow night, the Taco Festival. Also tomorrow night, it's the Law Enforcement Memorial Day event. And it's a rather moving ceremony, and it will take place tomorrow in front of the courthouse on Main Street in El Centro. And activities continuing throughout the weekend as Americans celebrate Cinco de Mayo. And if I remember, that is the Mexican victory over the French at La Puebla.
I believe so.
So. Okay. And in the news, before we get to the financial news headlines, we'll update you. The chief executive of HSBC Bank has unexpectedly stepped down. We have it on good authority. He just wanted to spend more time with his money.
Scrooge McDuck.
Yes. Okay.
He's got a
what were the nephews' names? Do you remember?
Ooh, Huey, Louie, and the other one.
Dewey.
Huey,
Louie, and Dewey.
Okay.
Not to be confused with Manny, Mo, and Jack. Okay. We've got news. A look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
CBS News Brief. Flashbangs and clashes as police removed a pro-Palestinian encampment at UCLA today. Highway Patrol Sergeant Alejandro Rubio.
We've seen approximately 100 protesters, and those protesters will be turned over to UCLA Police Department, and they will determine the charges.
Former President Trump's criminal trial resumes in New York, but first a hearing on potential additional violations of the judge's gag order. CBS's Errol Barnett.
He did make some posts to Truth Social this morning that we can bring up where he alludes to this judge. He says, quote, "We cannot let this radical left, corrupt, and highly conflicted New York Democrat judge interfere with the presidential election."
Officials in Baltimore say salvage crews have recovered the body of a fifth person, a construction worker missing since the Key Bridge collapse in March. The remains found in a submerged red truck. A sixth victim is still unaccounted for. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
My name is Josephine Conway, and I'm an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. When locals need help feeding themselves and their families, they turn to the Imperial Valley Food Bank. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Help fight hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online at www.ivyfoodbank.org.
California Headline News on the UCLA campus. Hundreds of law enforcement officers moving through the campus to dismantle the encampment of pro-Palestinian demonstrators after they ignored orders to disperse. Alec Pareda with CHP.
This encampment area appears to be mostly cleared out. They are still trying to get these people to disperse, like they were given that dispersal order hours ago. So we were trying to ensure that everyone is off this campus that shouldn't be here anymore.
He says hundreds have been arrested. Not clear if anyone was hurt, protesters or officers. Demonstrators given the order to disperse Wednesday afternoon. Congressman Kevin Kiley wants to hold university leadership accountable for their initial inaction.
The spread of tent encampments and all of the associated illegal and anti-Semitic activity at our universities is deeply disturbing, disruptive, and dangerous.
Richmond and Contra Costa County vowing to divest from companies doing business in Israel, voting to do so yesterday. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
If spring allergies keep you trapped inside, then you need Navage Nasal Care to keep you breathing clearly and enjoying all the beauties of spring. Navage helps clear nasal passages that are often clogged because of seasonal allergies. Navage gently flushes a pure, refreshing saline solution through your nasal passages to clear out congestion, sucking out that springtime pollen and other irritants trapped in your nose. Navage is available online at Navage.com or in stores at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, Navage.
If your Medi-Cal is ending, Cover California is here to help. Cover California is a service from the state that helps you get affordable health insurance. In many cases, at no cost to you, just like with Medi-Cal. We have quality health plans, and we'll help you every step of the way to get the one that works for you and your family. So, if you're no longer eligible for Medi-Cal, check out Cover California. We'll keep you covered. Learn more at coveredca.com.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
In the KXO newsroom, 2 shot in Brawley. Brawley police report a shooting. The incident occurred last Saturday. 2 people were shot. Police say the shots were fired between 2 vehicles on Mayland Street and South Imperial Avenue. The police had responded to 2 calls of gunfire in that area. Dispatch also received a call from Pioneers Memorial Hospital saying PMH was treating 2 gunshot victims. Both were treated at the hospital, who said the injuries were non-life threatening. At last report, there was no subject in custody, and police said the investigation was ongoing. And a sinkhole in Calipat. A sinkhole was found in Calipatria. It was discovered Monday. An emergency road closure has been issued for the corner of Delta east of Sorensen. Residents on the 100 block of East Delta and Dollar General shoppers are being asked to use an alternate route. No estimate has been issued as to when the work on the sinkhole will be complete. The city says they plan to issue periodic updates. KXO News Time, 7:41.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Central Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
And Law Day is today. The day will be celebrated in El Centro. The celebration will be at the Superior Courthouse on Main Street in El Centro. It will run from 4:30 to 8 p.m. and is open to the public. There will be food vendors, local craft vendors, free giveaways, a safety vehicle showcase, courthouse tours, dress up as judges, kids photos, and much more. Everyone is welcome to what promises to be an awesome event for the local community. And a candidate forum. There will be a Calexico Council candidate forum coming on the heels of the April recall of 2 Calexico City Council members. There will be a candidates forum on Thursday, May 2nd. That is today. The forum is being presented by Mujeres with a Voice at the Calexico Women's Improvement Club on Heber Avenue. According to a press release from Mujeres with Voice, the forum was organized to uphold transparency in the select process of the 2 candidates that will be appointed to the unexpired terms of Raul Ureña and Gilberto Manzanares. The forum will feature 5 candidates that have expressed interest in applying for the vacant seats. The forum will run from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. tonight. According to the sponsoring organization, the forum is not affiliated with the city of Calexico. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 is on the way.
Page 1 of the local news is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations at El Centro Motors, in the Raleigh Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Build your future at CET, the Center for Employment Training. CET has been serving farm workers since 1967. Grants are available so that farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. See if you qualify at cetweb.edu. Farm worker admissions. Enroll at any time. All programs can be completed in under a year. And job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cetweb.edu. The future is in your hands.
We've got page 2 of the local news, and we'll go with the weather as well. All brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in the valley. And don't forget, daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, happy hour every day, 3 till 6 p.m.
There's a deadline for personal property statements. Reminder from the Imperial County Assessor. It is for business, aircraft, and vessel owners. The deadline to file timely property statements is May 7th. Property statements received or postmarked after May 7th are subject to a 10% late filing penalty. Informational letters with instructions for filing 2024 property statements were mailed to 2,946 business filers, 113 general aircraft owners, and 198 vessel owners in February and March of 2024. And a fentanyl awareness event. The fentanyl awareness event was held at IVC. The event was held on Tuesday. It was hosted by Imperial Valley College Student Health Center. The event featured presentations from the Brawley Police Department, the Imperial County District Attorney's Office, and the Imperial County Behavioral Health Service. Attendees were provided resources, pamphlets, fentanyl testing kits, and Narcan. Fentanyl is probably the most dangerous synthetic opioid in the country right now. The goal of the event was to bring awareness to the impact fentanyl has on the community, health, and security. Education and awareness are seen as vital tools in the fight against abuse of the dangerous drug. And IID backs water conservation bill. IID-supported bill moves forward. The bill is being carried by Assembly Member Eduardo Garcia. The bill was unanimously approved by the Assembly Committee on Water, Parks, and Wildlife. The legislation is intended to facilitate water conservation in the Imperial Valley to bolster the Colorado River and unlock $175 million in federal funds for Salton Sea projects. The bill would facilitate the Imperial Irrigation District's component of the landmark Lower Basin Plan between Arizona, California, and Nevada to conserve 3 million acre-feet of water by 2026, the largest water conservation effort in the history of the Colorado River. Last fall, the U.S. Department of the Interior endorsed the plan as preferred alternative to operate the Colorado River system for the duration of current rules that manage the river and its reservoirs. The Garcia legislation will facilitate voluntary and temporary water conservation for farmers and unlock millions for shovel-ready Salton Sea projects, which is good for the Imperial Valley, the Salton Sea, and the Colorado River system, according to the IID. KXO News Time, 7:48.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? With specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more. Ask about drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wind Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our weekday lunch specials include a soft drink from only $8 to $11. With tons of TVs, we've got you covered for any sport you want to watch. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says above normal temperatures are anticipated through Saturday, with the Imperial Valley highs reaching the low to mid-90s each afternoon. A dry weather system will pass through the Intermountain West this weekend, resulting in widespread breezy to locally windy conditions and cooler temperatures on Sunday and Monday. Dry weather will continue with steadily rebounding temperatures through early next week. It will be sunny today with a high near 95, southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming northwest this afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 64, southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunny on Friday with a high near 96, southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest. Saturday, it will be sunny with a high near 95, southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, increasing to 15 to 25 miles an hour in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 40 miles an hour. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 80. West wind 20 to 25 miles an hour, with gusts up to 40 miles an hour. And right now, downtown, 66 degrees, 73% relative humidity, wind out of the east-southeast 5 to 7 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, and the weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can bring the family, you can meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Imperial Valley Business Resource Center is a one-stop shop for business development. We provide a complete roadmap to success for startups, entrepreneurs, and small to medium-sized businesses. Our in-house services include startup assistance, workforce development, manufacturing assistance, site selection, access to capital, accounting, cash flow management, permitting assistance, government contracting, international trade, incentive analysis, and more. Contact IVBRC today at 760-353-8332 or visit ivbrc.org to get started.
And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the very best care. Major League Baseball action, the Padres thumped the Reds 6-2. Jurickson Profar went 4 for 4. Jake Cronenworth with a grand slam, sealing the victory for the Padres. Meanwhile, the Phillies nipped the Angels 2-1. Yankees, they blanked the Orioles 2-0. Marlins over the Rockies 4-1. Tigers topped the Cardinals 4-1. Brewers beat up on the Rays 7-1. Royals rolled over the Blue Jays 6-1. Twins topped the White Sox 10-5. It was the Athletics shutting out the Pirates 4-0. Braves beat the Mariners 5-2. Cubs in a tight one. They beat the Mets 1-0. Red Sox over the Giants 6-2. Nationals, again, another close one. Nationals beat the Rangers 1-0. Guardians edged the Astros 3-2. And the Dodgers beat up on the Diamondbacks. That one ended up 8-0.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, the NBA action last night, nothing close. The Celtics beat up on the Heat 118-84. Boston wins that series 4-1. And the Mavericks clobbered the Clippers 123-93. Dallas leads that series 3-2. And game coming up tonight. No, actually tomorrow. Because tonight it'll be the Bucks and the Pacers and the Knicks and the 76ers as the interminable NBA playoffs continue. And in the news, Ezekiel Elliott signed a 1-year deal with the Dallas Cowboys. And, well, he's been working out on the field with the Cowboys since Tuesday of this week after he spent last year with the New England Patriots. Zeke led the Patriots in rushing yards and receptions. And, he's back with the Cowpokes. Saturday, it's the 2024 Kentucky Derby, and it may be the most famous horse race in the U.S. And, again, it's Saturday at Churchill Downs. The favorite would be Fierceness. Yeah. And also along the list, getting a lot of action, Sierra Leone. And in the world of boxing, Ryan Garcia has tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs, both ahead of his fight and right after the fight, where he dropped Devin Haney 3 times en route to a majority decision victory. Garcia tested positive for the PED Ostarine the day before and the day after his upset win. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
IID reminds everyone that celebrations at any time of the year can be festive and safe. To make the most of them, IID asks you to keep balloons made of Mylar securely tied down. By doing so, you'll help avoid a risk to public safety and preventing power outages. When you safely secure these metallic balloons, you're helping to be safe and keep the power on for everyone. That is something to celebrate. And when the festivities are over, IID thanks you for deflating and disposing of them properly. IID, where customers always come first.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. Even though Apple has silenced critics and beaten existential crisis before, some fans of its minimalist products and investors in its maximalist stock are nervous. Apple is set to report its second quarter earnings today after the bell. The numbers come at a time the company continues to grapple with growth challenges due in part to a sales slowdown in China and a customer base seemingly less interested in upgrading to its latest iPhone lineup. This will be its first earnings report since the launch of its biggest new product in years. Its $3,500 mixed reality Vision Pro headset. Apple spent about $100 billion in research and development on the device, according to recent analysts. And Tesla has abruptly fired the team running its electric vehicle charging business, raising doubts about the future of one of the largest U.S. charging networks, which other car makers, such as General Motors and Ford, have said they will also use. In social media posts Tuesday, several Tesla employees confirmed the layoffs, first reported by The Information. Tesla has let our entire charging org go, according to one of the program employees. A lack of charging infrastructure is one of the main barriers to widespread EV adoption, and Tesla's extensive supercharger network has long been a major selling point for its vehicles. Until recently, that network could only be used by Tesla vehicles. Checking on the big board right now, The Dow opened 200 points higher, but since then has slowed just a bit. Right now, the Dow up 160 points at 38,060. The S&P 500 is up 16 at 5,034. And the NASDAQ up 93 points at 15,698. Meanwhile, gold is up 90 cents a barrel. Gold up 90 cents an ounce. Oil down 11 cents a barrel. Oil prices struggling for direction as U.S. supplies have increased, and there are Middle East ceasefire talks.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here at Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 95. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming northwest this afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 64. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. It'll be sunny on Friday with a high near 96. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest later in the morning. 66 degrees, 72% relative humidity, wind out of the east-southeast 5 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you, your home, your business 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Just ahead, CBS News on the hour.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. Authorities in L.A. break up a major campus protest encampment. CBS's Carter Evans.
Police dressed in riot gear faced off with protesters as they attempted to clear an encampment that's been set up here at the UCLA campus. Those officers could be seen clashing with demonstrators as they conducted arrests. The development signifies an escalation as officers for hours stood by as protesters vowed to stay and yelled at police.
President Biden's due to make remarks soon on the campus protests around the country. Donald Trump back in court in New York for his criminal hush money trial. CBS's Errol Barnett says the former president could face more sanctions from the judge.
Judge Juan Merchan will now decide on 4 additional gag order violations the prosecution says Trump has made, and those violations were from last week. They include gaggling with the press, things he said during an interview, and comments he made while making a stop in Midtown Manhattan at a construction site, saying actually kind things about David Pecker, who was testifying at that time.
Well, CBS's Jim Krasula has more on the closing stages of a major trial that began last September.
Lawyers for the Justice Department, state attorneys general, and Google will deliver their final arguments today and tomorrow in a years-long case over whether the tech giant broke federal antitrust laws to maintain its online search dominance. The government claims that Google competed unfairly when it paid Apple and other companies billions of dollars to automatically handle searches on smartphones and web browsers. Google says people use its search engine because it's the best one.
Overseas, correspondent Ramy Inocencio is in Israel, where tension is high at a key point in the Gaza war.
Shut down in the morning rush hour, Tel Aviv's main highway. Families of hostages held by Hamas pleaded with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu not to invade Rafah, where their loved ones might be, and the last refuge for an estimated 1.4 million Gazans from the war. An advisor to Netanyahu confirmed to CBS News what the Prime Minister's doubled down on all week. Israel will attack Rafah, as political pressure mounts from his extreme far-right ministers calling for war, threatening to collapse the government.
WNBA star Brittany Griner tells ABC News she considered suicide when she was imprisoned in Russia.
Didn't think I could get through what I needed to get through. I definitely thought about it. But then I was just like, what if they didn't release my body to my family? I was like, I can't put them to that. Like, I have to endure this.
Checking Wall Street. Right now, the Dow is up 168. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
$5 won't get you much food these days, even on a value menu, unless you're at KFC. With the new taste of KFC deals, you can get a hot, juicy drum and thigh, creamy mashed potatoes and gravy, and a flaky, buttery biscuit starting at just $4.99. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. The new taste of KFC deals starting at just $4.99. Finger looking good. Prices, participation, and product offering may vary. Tax, sticker, fees, extra.
Not to brag, but Progressive's Name Your Price tool is mankind's greatest tool ever. Even better than the wheel. Sure, without the wheel, we wouldn't have modern transportation or funny videos of dogs riding skateboards. But without the Name Your Price tool, we wouldn't have easy access to auto insurance options based on our budget. And, well, cars do need wheels. They also need insurance, and insurance never goes flat. Learn more about the greatest tool ever. The Name Your Price tool at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
The music is coming back to a top app.
TikTok has reached a new licensing deal with Universal, ending months of disagreements over pay. It'll pave the way for top artists like Ariana Grande and Billie Eilish to return to the platform. What was I made for? The two sides failed to reach an agreement by the time their previous licensing contract expired, prompting Universal to pull content from the video sharing app in early February. App owners accused the music company of letting greed lead. Their new partnership will focus on protecting artists' work from AI. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous Dwayne Eddy and the Rebel Rousers.
Influential and twangy guitarist Dwayne Eddy has died. He was 86 years old. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I have no words for it. I'm kind of shocked right now, actually.
With Carroll Buckley.
Not that I like it, but I do.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.